Die!
And now for some action.
Bandit.
A fight?
Nothing amazes me anymore. Will it ever change?
Same old thing, all over again.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away.
He had better shut up.
Show me.
Who says things like that?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
And he works all day too.
And it's gonna get even worse.
You don't say.
That's
Show
what
me-
I've always said.
These are bad times.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Someone's gotta do the work.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I don't believe that.
You don't say.
Show me. Take
That's
your
what I've
pick.
always said.
I don't believe that.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Someone's got to do the work.
I've got to suit you.
Works all day too.
That's what I've always said.
Really?
Show me-
How is
They
it?
never should have something. People like
Why?
first now.
Someone's got to do the work.
That's what I've always said.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Everybody knows by now.
And he works all day too.
How's it going?
You don't look like you care about other people's worries in the least.
Well, that depends.
That depends on how much there is to be had, you mean? I can't use the likes of you around here.
Really, how interesting. That's terrible.
How's it go?
You don't look like...
Yeah, sure I do.
What do you know? The world is full of surprises. I cleared out some of my stuff recently and sold a stack of old maps to Brahim, the cartographer down by the harbor. Unfortunately, I noticed that I'm missing a document. I assume it must have slipped in among the papers. Could you perhaps get it back for me?
I'll see what I can do.
You're so sweet. I wish you much luck. If you bring back the paper to me, I'll give you a reward.
Did you mean this document?
Yes, that's exactly it. Thank you.
What's my reward?
Not so fast. Here's your money.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The mercenary Smith Bennett, who treacherously...
Show me.
Created was destroyed by Belial. Adonai saw that this way nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness. And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute. And he did not succeed.
He'd better shut up.
Some problem solved.
Hey, you!
I never knew that.
Any news?
You could say so. The Paladins have arrested Bennett, our smith.
How did that happen?
Bennett went to town to buy supplies. Well, he never came back. If you want to learn more, you should ask Hodges. He was in the city with Bennett.
I agree with you completely. It can't go on like this forever.
Any...
They seem to have taken him to the barracks and tossed him into the dungeon.
How can we get him out of there?
I don't have any ideas so far. I can't get to his cell to talk to him. All I can do is keep my ears open, but there isn't much to learn around here.
Let's wait and see what happens. I agree with you completely.
That's terrible.
Who said that? I'm staying on.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Nothing amazes me.
He simply talks too much.
I see. You haven't just come to buy fish. I'll make you an offer if you have any silver plates or chalices. I'll take them for a good price.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Come back when...
It had to happen sooner.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Just
Show me.
prevail.
Everybody knows by now.
That will never change.
Everybody knows by now.
I'm no better off
Go
myself.
away, don't tell me that.
I'm staying on.
He had better shut up.
It's all just gossip.
Go away, don't tell me that.
Honestly, I wouldn't do myself.
Say things like that.
I won't tell him.
I don't believe that.
Is it really true?
Nothing you can do about
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Who says things like that?
That doesn't surprise me.
Really, how interesting.
Insisted he knew better.
Works all day too. I can't take care of everything. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Who says things like that?
It's a bad business. You listen to the wrong people.
Everything all right with you?
I know what you're planning, but you won't succeed in getting away with the prisoner.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The mercenary Smith...
That in this place order and chaos were equal, and so the sea was created.
Hey, thanks, man. I mean, thank you, really. And there I was, thinking I'd never get out of here.
What are you doing here?
I got locked in. The door was open, and all I wanted to do was have a little look-see. But as soon as I was inside, the guard came and locked the damn door. This is, somewhat embarrassing. I'd be very grateful if it could just remain between you and me.
I understand that wasn't exactly something to be proud of.
I think I need a drink now.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar spoke to it, and the beast became his subject. And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power.
Everybody knows by now. Who says things like that?
Works all day, too. But that's terrible.
And he works all day too. Who says things like that?
What about Bennett, the blacksmith?
You mean the mercenary? He is sitting in jail where he belongs.
Can I talk to him?
Certainly. Just go in. But if you try to help him escape, you will be in for it.
What do you want here?
I want to see the prisoners.
Yeah, go ahead and say goodbye to your pal.
What can you tell me about this area?
These are the barracks. Where do you want to go?
Thanks.
You haven't come to get your buddy out of here, have you? Forget it. As soon as I raise the alarm, the boys will be here in an instant. And then, we'll have us some minced mercenary.
murdered the paladin Lothar has been condemned in the name of Innos. The sentence is death by hanging. The execution will take place in a few days.
You dare show your face here. I cannot prove it, but I bet that you played a part in this dirty game. It's your fault that I'm here. Yours and that of this damned Canthar. May Innos punish you.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
Leave me alone.
inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is
How come you're in the
enacted.
slammer?
Those swine have thrown me in the hole. I'm supposed to have murdered a paladin, but I didn't do it. They're only trying to frame me.
Why would they do that?
How would I know? You've got to get me out of here. Talk to Lord Hagen. Tear down the wall. Who cares? Just do something.
What happened?
I went downtown with Hodges to buy some supplies for our boys. Suddenly, we heard a loud scream and the sound of running feet.
Get to the point.
We knew at once that something had happened and that they would grab us at once if they saw us there. We ran like hell, then just before we got to the city gate, I tripped and sprained my ankle. The rest is soon told. The militia was on me at once and they threw me straight into this hole.
Who was murdered?
I have no idea. One of the paladins. I don't know them.
Have you got a name?
Some Lothar, I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. You had better ask Lord Hagen. He knows all the details.
Do they have any evidence against you?
They say they have a witness who recognized me.
Well, do you know who the witness is?
No, all I know is that he's lying.
Who's leading the investigation?
Lord Hagen himself. Since the victim was one of the paladins, this falls under martial law.
What does that mean?
That's easy to guess. If I don't get out of here, they're going to let me swing without further ado. You've got to help me or there'll be a war. Lee's not going to take this lying down. You can figure out for yourself what that means.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen.
What about Bennett, the blacksmith?
You mean the mercenary? He is sitting in...
Can I talk to him?
Certainly.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. I can't take care of everything.
That was quite obvious.
But Enos beheld what Meliar had done.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I agree with you completely.
So why won't they listen to me?
He would have never thought of that himself.
I have the eye. It's broken.
What? By Enos! What have you done? We need the eye. Speak to Pyrocar. There must be a way to put it back together.
I need to talk to you about Bennett.
But that's the mercenary who murdered one of my men.
How come you're so sure that Bennett is the killer?
We have a witness. As you can see, there is no doubt about the mercenary's guilt.
Who is that witness?
Cornelius, the governor's secretary, saw the murder. His description fits Bennett, no doubt about that. As far as I am concerned, that settles the matter. The mercenary will hang for treason.
I believe that Bennett is innocent.
The evidence is clear. He is guilty.
So what if the proof is wrong?
Be careful what you say. You raise some serious accusations. If you cannot present me with evidence that the witness lied, then you had best hold your tongue.
You saw the murder of Lothar, didn't you?
I need not answer any questions about a current investigation. Lord Hagen already has everything I know on record.
What was it you saw?
Really, I haven't got any time now. You need to go now. The office is closing.
Cornelius lied.
How did you know that?
Here, I've got his diary. Everything's in there.
That slimy little criminal! In view of the new evidence, there is nothing else I can do. By virtue of the office granted me by king and church, I declare that the prisoner Bennett is exonerated of all charges and is thereby a free man. Cornelius is to be taken into immediate custody for perjury.
Hey! Enough of that. What did you see?
I saw how the mercenaries struck down the paladin from behind, and then he took his sword and rammed it through his chest.
Are you completely sure?
Yes, of course. I saw it with my own eyes. But I really haven't got any time now. There's a huge pile of paperwork I need to do.
Is it really true?
It's quite obvious.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed.
I've come to...
Hear ye!
That's not what my husband thinks. I don't believe that. I can't take her.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces. I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Hey!
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
The bandits that were occupying your lighthouse are gone.
Is that really true? Finally I can get back to my work. Come with me to the lighthouse. You get an incredible view of the sea up there.
I feel sorry for the poor guy.
Who says things like that?
These are bad times. He simply talks too much.
And it's gonna get even worse. That's not what my husband thinks.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. I witnessed it myself.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. I don't believe that.
Who says things like that? That's what I've always said.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Hey,
Who says things like that?
I want to.
Who says things like that? Talks too
You don't say.
Come back.
Take care of everything for everybody.
much. That's an open secret. These are bad times.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
That's an open secret. These are bad times.
These are bad times. You don't say.
That's an open secret. It's gonna get even worse.
You don't say. These are bad times.
Is it really true?
You just have to listen to change. That's the first I've heard of it.
I listened to the wrong people. I'm no better off myself.
Seems quite obvious.
That's really not my problem.
What?
Only. Why get so worked up?
If he doesn't see that himself, I can't help him.
I don't believe this is going to change.
I never knew that.
You just have to listen.
I agree with you completely. Don't tell me you didn't know that. It's been a long time.
No one really wants to hear that. Of course we got him in the end.
There's nothing you can do about it.
If I didn't have enough.
Man, and here I was thinking they'd really hang me.
Well, it worked all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants. Which reminds me, I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present.
That's not what I heard.
You really didn't deserve that.
What present?
We have heard of the dragons that are said to be in the valley.
They're really there.
All right, I believe you. At any rate, some of the boys have decided to go into the valley as well. They're planning to tidy up in there.
What's that got to do with me?
I've developed a new type of armor, Dragon Hunter's armor. It's sturdier and lighter than traditional armor. Since you're the one who saved me, I want you to have the first piece. It's a gift. I thought you might want to be in on the fun. You're gonna need the right equipment when you go down to that valley. Also, I'm interested in dragon scales. Genuine dragon scales. I shall pay you a good price for them.
How much do I get per scale?
200 gold pieces.
You just have to listen. You have to step in and sort things out. That's exactly what I said. Nobody will learn anything from me.
What do you need?
Same old thing all over again. That's a little bit of fun. That will only cause more trouble. This is going to change. It had to happen sooner or later.
It can't go on like this forever.
Nobody wants to know.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Nothing we can do about it. It's totally obvious. Bad business. Himself was after it. Things I could tell you.
My Beliar himself was after it.
I could have told him that. Can't believe I thought about it differently.
Hey,
Can't rely on that.
Why did you pick that up then?
can I buy?
I don't have much.
This is the first I've heard of this.
That will never change. For a thing or two. I didn't tell you anything either. You should have known. I've got no time for things like that.
Obvious.
That's all. You should have known. Nobody will learn anything from me. You just have to listen for a thing or two. You really think? You tell me you didn't know that. No idea. You tell me anything from me.
Hey, you. Can I?
I don't have.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. That'll only cause more trouble than that.
I'm not touching that.
Tell me you didn't know that.
Hey, you! Can I have some more of your stew?
I heard you helped Bennett get out of jail. Good job, kid.
You just have to listen.
He should have known better.
I'm staying out of it. You have to step in and sort things out. You don't have to ask me that. That's the truth.
As if I didn't have enough problems. That's all just gossip. I've heard a thing or two. Just feel better off myself.
Hey! You can bring your sheep back to Bengar's pastures. I've talked to him.
Thank you. I'll be right on my way. Here, take these sheepskins as a token of my appreciation.
Hey, you! Did something happen?
You've got to help me. The Black Robes have invaded my house. I know you mercenaries aren't big on charity, but I would pay you. Those fellas said they were looking for something, but surely not in my house. Please help me make them go away again.
Hey! What
do you want?
What do you want?
There he is.
Your house is empty. The Black Hoods have left.
You did a great job. Onar can count himself lucky to have people like you on his side.
Not so fast, my friend. You were babbling about a reward, weren't you? Or was I just hearing things?
All that I can do is give you a bit of gold and ask you to spare me.
Give it here then, I'm in a hurry.
Here!
There he is. There he is. There he is.
What are you doing here?
I fled here from Bengar's farm. I didn't want to be butchered by all those creatures coming out of the pass. You can't imagine what sort of things came out of the pass the last few days.
I can. Bengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
Hey, you!
He wants to know.
It's a bad business.
I'm staying
Just like you said.
I may have found a job for you on Bengar's farm.
Let's hear it.
The pass to the Valley of Mines comes out directly at Bengar's farm. He's got problems with all the beasts who squeeze through the pass. Someone needs to defend Bengar's farm.
That would be something. Then at least I'd be away from the farm here and wouldn't have to stare at the smithy. Agreed. And since you're one of us, I'll make you a fair price. Just give me 300 gold coins and I'm on my way.
Here's your gold.
Good. I'm off then to see those beasts. Let's see who else on this farm I can enlist. See you later.
I couldn't care less.
It's all hardly know what to believe anymore.
I used to say that myself.
Doesn't see that.
Vengar needs you.
I'm not crazy.
I've hired a mercenary. He will keep an eye on the farm.
That's different, of course. But wait a minute. Who's paying the guy then?
That's my problem.
No chance to say no, eh?
No.
Good. Then I'll go back. I hope the lad's good for something.
I couldn't get away with that.
To step in and sort things out.
That'll never change.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Show me.
What can I...
Rely on that.
That was obvious all along.
Same old thing.
Don't tell
Over
me
again.
you didn't know
That's quite obvious.
Been there, done that.
Nobody ever asked for
I'm not telling you anything new. He really That's the first I've heard of it. Nobody ever asked.
Can I...
I don't know.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
That isn't true.
That's obvious. You can't go on like this forever.
Hey!
I couldn't.
What about... What are you...
Don't say you didn't know that. I could have gone around. Is it really true? About it differently.
That was no big deal.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I agree with you completely. That's intelligence gossip.
Hey, you!
Obvious.
What weapon...
Only...
Is it really true? Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That was quite obvious.
It was his decision, wasn't
I'm no better off myself.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
it? Same old thing all over again.
You really should have known better.
Really didn't deserve that.
That's no secret.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
I couldn't get away with that.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Tell me that isn't true.
Just like you
All
said.
that matters is
Show me...
What can I...
You can't rely on that.
It can't go on like this forever.
Telling you anything. That will never change.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I've gone about it differently. It's a bad business.
He really should have known better.
Just listen to him talk.
myself. With you completely. Do you really?
Hey!
That's been known a long time.
The black-hooded men in the mountains are no longer with us.
You were able to deal with them? Good man. I didn't trust those guys one bit. They were bound to cause a lot of trouble.
It was just like you said. I'm not telling you anything new. He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. I couldn't get away with that. I'm no better off myself.
I'm not touching that.
I agree with you completely.
Everything you hear.
And there's more. Believe me.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Hey, you!
To step in and sort things out.
Will you stay on Bengar's farm now?
Sure. I'll have to see this through now. We'll manage somehow.
Don't say you didn't know that. I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's the first myself.
Everything going well?
Sure. Everything's quiet.
That's not what I heard.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That's been known.
I found you the mercenary you wanted.
I've never seen anyone like that on my farm. I can only hope it'll work out. Here, take this. I think you'll find it useful.
You already know what I think.
Malik is back.
It's about time. I thought I'd never see him again.
It'll be all right.
Malik is here again, but the situation has hardly changed. Unless a miracle happens, all of us here are gonna get wiped out.
That's not what I heard. You have to feel sorry for the poor guy. I never knew that. I don't want to hear that you really care.
sorry for the poor guy. And he works all day, too. And it's going to get even worse.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Hey, you!
That was quite obvious.
I found your gold.
Great. Show me. Very good. Gerbrand had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrand. He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter. Give him my regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrand's house then.
Hey!
What I heard.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Can you teach me something?
I have to attend.
Don't say you didn't know that.
You listen to the wrong people.
It can't go on like this forever.
Diego says hello.
What? Who? What Diego?
And he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
That's the first I've heard of it.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Wait a minute. I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrand take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house. If I remember correctly, Gerbrand's taste is horrible.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
The house is yours then?
Yes, from cellar to attic, with all the furnishings. Having spent several years in less than befitting quarters, I'm looking forward to sleeping in a soft four-poster bed. And then, for breakfast, I'll have a fine wine and some excellent ham.
You don't miss any chances, do you?
You betcha.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrand came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrand finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
Don't say you didn't know that.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
What about Gerbrand?
He has enjoyed the good life for far too long. He was living here in the lap of luxury while I was forcing down meat bug stew. I have no idea where he went from here, but he'll never get a foothold in Corinus again. I'll see to that. If you're looking for him, you should try the Harbor District.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Can you teach me something?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when you're ready.
Do you really believe that?
Teach me.
I can teach you to become more dexterous.
I'm no better off myself.
I've got my own opinion about that.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He never would have thought of that himself.
And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work.
Really? How interesting.
says things like that?
Show me your...
People like you will get...
Why?
First you stir up the farmers, and then you act like nothing. Now beat it. You're driving...
An open secret. That's what I've always said. That's not what my husband thinks. Go away. Don't tell me that. Honestly,
You don't have to tell me that. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
But with it, the trees
That's been known a long time. Got my own opinion about that.
You're in for it now.
Gonna rip you to pieces. rip you to pieces.
You're in for it now.
Hey, Hey! Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fellow with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Have the Black Robes come to see you yet?
Yeah, they've been here for a few days. If you ask me, they come straight from hell.
How are your sheep?
As if that would interest you at all. You have other problems.
My problems? What would you know about that?
You filthy mercenaries only think of one thing. How do I get other people's money into my pocket?
What's your problem?
I blame that moonshine rotgut Vino palmed off on me a few weeks ago. I can hardly remember anything at all, man. I only know that my walking stick has been missing since then.
And that's what you're raising such a ruckus for?
That's easy for you to say. It doesn't belong to you.
I think this walking stick belongs to you.
That's terrific.
Just a moment. First, you pay for it.
But I don't have much.
Then think of something else.
Okay, how about this? Yesterday I saw some bandits run past with a few bags of gold. If I tell you where they keep their booty, can I have my walking stick back?
All right.
Okay. You just go west to that piece of woods over there. You'll find a ravine there. You should find something in the cave there.
How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. I'm falling apart here.
Why don't you do anything about those Black Robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
show me.
And thus spake Adanos to his brothers, Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred, and so shall it be. But the human and the beast waged war upon the land of Adanos, and the wrath of the gods was with them. And the human slew the beast, and it entered into Beliar's realm. Adanos saw that order and chaos were
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
He simply talks too much.
Surrender while
Wait a minute. Haven't you done enough damage? I think you should go now.
You're still here?
Obviously. Still miffed?
Never mind, forget about it. Say, have you been to Lobart's farm lately?
Maybe. Why?
Oh, nothing important. I just wanted to talk to Vino again about his still.
Still? What still?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Vino's always been very particular about his little secret. Whatever. Now I've let it slip out anyway. Back in the woods, Vino set up a secret still. A while ago, he asked me to get him something to grease his portcullis with. It's rained a lot recently and the thing rusted shut on him. Now the winch is stuck and no one can get in anymore. What a mess.
And? Have you got the grease?
Yeah, sure. The best there is. Mole rat fat. Terrible stuff, let me tell you. It's even used to grease ships' cannons.
Sell me the grease.
That won't be cheap, pal. It's damn rare in this part of the country.
How much?
100 gold coins.
It's a deal.
All right, here you go. Oh dear, Vino's gonna kill me.
Hey, you! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Everything still fine with you?
We can manage. I just wonder how much longer we're gonna have to endure these devils in black. I can't stand it anymore. They sneak around the house making those funny noises.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekub who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by a high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bangar's farm on the high pastures.
Where do I find the farms of Bengar and Sekub?
They're not far from the farm where the landowner lives. Go east from here and you'll find them.
Everything's...
We can manage. I just wonder how much... I can't
Is there any other news?
Someone keeps stealing my sheep lately. I haven't been able to sleep properly for nights.
Who could have done that?
I've got a hunch about that. Some really nasty fellows have settled into the caves over in the forest. I find it hard to believe that they're living on berries. I'm almost certain that's where my sheep are disappearing to.
Did anything else happen?
My sheep keep disappearing. Soon I won't be able to feed us anymore.
Hey, you!
Just leave me alone, you bum.
Hey, you bum. You haven't come about that sheep, have you?
You stole the sheep from Akil the farmer.
So what? What are you gonna do about it?
Give me that sheep or I'll punch you in the eye.
Then look out, boy. All hell's about to break loose.
Come with me. I found the sheep rustlers. You were right. Those fellows in the forest cave did it. They'll never steal sheep from you again.
Thanks. You sure are a strange mercenary. Not at all like the others I know. Take this as a small token of thanks for the selfless favor you did for me. Very good. Here's a few gold coins. I hope it's enough.
We have caught.
Nothing there.